What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Apparently, Dr. Umar Johnson received a cease and desist letter for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, or whatever it is that he labeled it, right? Listen, man, he's been collecting donations from this at least for the last 10 years, as far as I remember. I remember first hearing about it on the Breakfast Club, where he was talking about getting all of the billionaires and the millionaires and puffies and the Jay-Z's and all of that to donate to it. But apparently he's received a cease and desist letter from collecting charitable donations on behalf of this mythical school that is not have one brick being laid, but he's dropped a response video. And I guess he just so happened to be in my city when I'm over here in Miami. I would have loved to be there and be able to have a conversation with Dr. Umar Johnson, but I'm not. So I'm going to react to this video that you guys just sent to me, and let's get it in.
Book signing from 5 to 7. Free lecture from 3 to 5. I got a lot to talk about. Today. I got a lot to talk about today from 3 to 5, and then the lecture from 5 to 7. Bring the children, bring the elders, bring the Negroes, bring everybody, brothers and sisters. We're going to have a great conversation today. But I wanted to come and pay respects to Queen Mother Rosa Parks. I wanted to come and pay respects to this woman who exercised something that we have forgot about. When I think of Rosa Parks, I think of 3 words. When I think of Queen Mother Rosa Parks, I think of 3 words. I think of sacrifice. That woman sacrificed. She gave up the convenience of a quiet life to stand up for Black people. So when you think of Queen Mother Rosa Parks, I think of sacrifice. In addition to that, when I think of Queen Mother Rosa Parks, I think of resistance, brothers and sisters.
So what I'm gaining from this response so far, and this is the first time that I heard it, so I didn't listen to it prior to actually having a conversation with you guys and reacting to it now. This is a classic setup move, right? And I've seen this on a lot of pastors and churches, and what happens is they start to talk about people that have made significant inroads into what it is that we've done in our lives, right? Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all of these other type of things, right? And he's setting up the people in order to be able to substantiate what he wants them to do and to dispute what's going on. Now, this is just a theory, but we're going to go there. He's standing and he's showcasing, I'm guessing, Rosa Parks' tombstone or wherever Rosa Parks is buried here or there in Detroit, right? And he's about to start petitioning for something. Classic case of narcissism and arrogance and an inability to see what the issue is in their life. But let's continue.
Resistance. We have stopped resisting oppression. We're going to talk about that.
What oppression?
Today in Detroit, we're going to talk about that. Today in Detroit, Highland Park,
I wish I could be there.
Art Center, 16065. Today at 3 o'clock, doors at 2 o'clock.
I wish I could be there, bro. I wish I could have went.
And when I think of Queen Mother Rosa Parks, I think of defiance. She defied the racist public transportation system of Montgomery, Alabama.
What does that have to do with what's going on today, bro?
Police.
Starting to get aggravated already.
Did you know Rosa Parks was sitting in a Black section of the bus? Did you know Rosa Parks, Queen Mother ancestor Rosa Parks, who we love and we're here to salute you, Queen Mother Rosa Parks was not sitting in a white section, brothers and sisters.
Question: what does this have to do with race? What in God's name is he talking about, and why is he referencing Queen Mother Rosa Parks? And why does he say her name so many times in order to just get to his point? What does this have to do with race? This has everything to do with whether or not you're abiding by the law and you're soliciting donations on behalf of the school that is actually not being built, or you're soliciting on behalf of yourself. Now, if you're asking on behalf of yourself, then cool. Just say, hey, I want to be compensated for my time. I'm doing speeches, or hey, make sure you support me because this is the way I make my money, or whatever like that. But please don't be over here talking about it has anything to do with resistance. Like, just say, yo, this is what I want to talk about. I can orate really well. I remind you of your local pastor, and this is why you should relate to me, and just talk about this. This don't have nothing to do with race whatsoever, bro.
Queen Mother Rosa Parks was not sitting in a white section, brothers and sisters. Queen Mother Rosa Parks was sitting on the first row of the black section.
I hope I don't have to
said
sit through the
Queen
whole
Mother Rosa
thing.
Parks was sitting in the first row of the black section. I said Queen Mother Rosa Parks was sitting in the first row of the black section. And when the white man got on the bus, the white bus driver ordered that black woman. The white bus driver, in support of a white passenger, ordered Queen Mother Rosa Parks to get up out of her black seat. She was not in the white seat. She was sitting on the first row of the black section. She was sitting on the first row of the black section, and the bus driver ordered our Queen Mother ancestor to get up out the seat, the first row of the black section, so the white man can sit down. So the white man can sit down. Make a black woman leave her seat so a white man can sit down. Brothers and sisters, it ain't over yet. Brothers and sisters, it ain't over yet. Brothers and sisters, it ain't over yet.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Free, brothers and sisters. It ain't over yet. The struggle ain't.
I think it's very disrespectful that he's sitting in front of Rosa Parks' grave and talking like this. I really do. I think that he needs to stop using other people to emphasize his point and just get straight to it. Like, talk based off of what you stand on and not based off of what other people stood on, trying to bring it in and play off of people's emotions in order to be able to get your point across. Just stand on your own too and do what you got to do, bro.
Done. We got to keep on pushing. The struggle ain't done. We got to keep on resisting. The struggle ain't done, brothers and sisters. We ain't free. Who told you we was free?
I feel pretty free. I got this Apple Watch on. I just took my all gold Rolex off. I feel pretty free. Actually, I got on these gold bracelets. That gold bracelet, that gold Rolex, that's a handcuff. We call these in corporate America. We call when it's hard to get away because they're paying you so much money. We call those golden handcuffs. You're right. I'm not free.
You still got black people being murdered by police. Who told you we was free when you got black children being taken from their mothers? Who told you we was free when we got black people who can't even get a job, but the Afghanis and the Ukrainians can get jobs? Who told you we was free when we can't even access the wealth we need to build the businesses that...
Bro, you know how many Ukrainians are getting destroyed and has absolutely been murdered as a result of this war that Russia is inflicting on their entire country? The entire country is literally rocks and rubbles. What does that have to do with anything regarding your school? That's insane.
We are capable of.
That's almost egregious.
We ain't free. You free because the white man said so on paper. You free because somebody mentioned your name in a speech. Brothers and sisters, stop looking at what they say and start studying what they do. Stop looking at what they say and start studying what they do, brothers and sisters. 400 years is too long.
This is who y'all on code for? I'm curious. Is this y'all leader? Is this the best that the black community and these pro-black people can do as far as aligning themselves with somebody? Is this your spokesperson? I'm just curious.
400 years is too long. Too many of our ancestors that died, then bled, been raped, been beat, for us to be sitting here like we don't know what we're supposed to be doing. For us to be sitting here wasting our time on social media all day, wasting our time on...
That's literally what he does. He's on social media all day.
Television all day.
And it's a tool.
On video games all day, wasting our time gossiping and slandering and tearing down other African people. It's nation time, brothers and sisters.
It's nation
freedom
time.
Brothers
Freedom
and sisters.
time.
It's liberation time.
Liberation.
Here with Queen Mother Rosa Parks.
All trigger words. Liberation. These are words that's meant to draw an emotional response from people that have no clue what the heck is going on in life.
As I stand here with the Agun Gun, I salute all the African ancestors who are inside of this Rosa Parks mausoleum. I salute all the African ancestors who are inside of this Rosa Parks mausoleum, brothers and sisters.
Why do they say it twice? I don't understand. Like, we heard you the first time. I don't understand why they say it twice. Why do they say it as though you didn't hear them the first time? I'm gonna tell you why. Because they're trying to gather their thoughts and they're trying to figure out what it is that they're gonna say next to jog your emotional responses so that they can get you to do something that they want to do. And apparently, this is gonna happen further into the video.
Owe them. We owe every black man, every black woman that ever walked this earth, the ancestors from Africa, the ancestors from the Caribbean, the ancestors from Central and South America, Australia, Europe, Asia, the mother continent, brothers and sisters. We have an obligation to pick up the torch and march. We have an obligation to fight. Simply reading books ain't going to do it. Debates ain't going to do it. Lectures ain't going to do it. Events ain't going to do it. The most honorable Marcus Garvey, Ashe, Queen Mother Rosa Parks.
Oh, Jesus.
The most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey told us. The most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey told us. The most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey.
Not only did he say it one time or two times or three times, this is the fourth time that this man is saying this rhetoric and this narrative in order to try to jog an emotional response. And who's falling for this? Honestly, who's still leaning on somebody citing or referencing people from yesteryear in order to try to justify how it is that they moving? This is crazy. Honestly, I think he should just be an orator or a speaker and get your bag, fam. But stop leaning on this school, this mythical school. Why do that, right? If you're going to do something, just actually do it. Like, it doesn't, honestly, it does not even take that much to be able to acquire property and create a school. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, you can do it on a very small scale and then scale it up if that's what he really wanted to do. It's not that difficult at all. And I'm sure that there's been enough donations to be able to get that off the ground where you can create some transparency. At the very least, create some transparency on what you're doing so that people want to actually continue to be a part of it.
Told us that the greatest weapon used against the Negro is disorganization.
Oh, God.
He told us that the greatest weapon used against the Negro is disorganization, brothers and sisters. I'm at the Rosa Parks Temple.
We know.
Mother Rosa Parks. Detroit, Michigan, I'm in the building. Detroit, Michigan, I'm in the building.
I wish I could be there so bad, bro. I wish I could be there so bad. I should not be here in Miami.
16065 Hamilton Avenue in Highland Park.
Do y'all know that Hamilton is the place where we used to take the bus from Detroit through Highland Park? Now, Highland Park is a city within a city. It's a city within Detroit. It's two of them. And Highland Park is one of them, right? It's a city surrounded by Detroit, so it's within the city. It is one of the poorest cities, Highland Park, in the United States of America. It is one of the poorest cities. I just wanted you to think about that for a minute. It's one of the poorest cities in the United States of America.
Detroit, Michigan, brothers and sisters. We got a lot to talk about on this beautiful sunny day. We got a lot to talk about on this beautiful sunny day. This is the Rosa Parks Freedom Chapel. If you live in Detroit and you ain't been here to pay respects. If you live in Detroit and you ain't been here to pay respects. If you live in the state of Michigan and you ain't...
We used to take the Hamilton bus through Highland Park every day. As a matter of fact, my boy, shout out to Dialis, shout out to my dog. He actually teaches in Detroit, and I still stop through and I do speeches for students, and I mentor a lot of young guys because I mentor guys between the ages of 14 and 24, and I give them jobs and I do all of that other type of stuff, right? And he grew up there, and we used to go over there in the hood and all of that other type of stuff, and it's rough. It's still rough to this day, and it's a city that's ran by black people and majority black people that live there, but it is a rough space. So,
been here to pay respects. If you live in the Midwest and you ain't been here to pay respects. If you live in the United States of America and you ain't been here to pay respects, brothers and sisters, make sure you stop by the Rosa L. Parks Freedom Chapel, brothers and sisters, and honor the ancestor. Honor the ancestor. That's what it's about. I stand on the shoulders of giants. I have an obligation.
So this is incredibly disrespectful.
To finish the fight that the ancestors.
So I'm curious, y'all. What is the finishing of the fight? Like, what's the end? What's the end goal? When this fight is finished, when this pro-black fight is finished, what does it look like? I'm very curious as to what that looks like.
This ain't no game. This ain't no game. We gotta do the work. They are preparing to bury black people more than
who are they?
Because you scared to be black.
Who was
Some
that?
of you Negroes think if you just call yourself a Cherokee Indian, they'll leave you alone. Some of you Negroes think if you call yourself a Seminole Indian, they'll leave you alone. Some of you Negroes think if you call yourself a Choctaw Indian, they're going to leave you alone. But I got news for you, brothers and sisters. I got news for you, brothers and sisters.
Hey, he got on his Nautica shirt though, his Nautica polo shirt. I wonder who that's made by. I wonder who the owners are of that company. I wonder who are the majority shareholders of that white man shirt that this man is rocking right now. I wonder who made that gold chain that this black man is rocking right now. I'm curious. I wonder who made the vehicle that he's driving to this mausoleum in. This black place that they're trying to make sure that they bury us. I'm curious.
They ain't never gonna leave your ass alone. You think if you call yourself a born again sovereign indigenous Negro, they're gonna leave you alone. They're not gonna leave your ass alone. White supremacy is about the extermination of the African genotype, brothers and sisters. I said white supremacy is
I'm a
about
C
the
student, so I have no
extermination of the
idea what he's
African
talking
genotype.
about. I'm completely
And you
confused.
think by changing your name, they're going to leave your ass alone.
What does this
They don't
have to
care
do with
about
his
those
cease and
superficial
desist
titles.
letter? This is a
They don't
response to
care
a cease
about
and
those
desist.
superficial titles. They don't give a damn what you call yourself, what God you pray to,
He
what
working though.
nationality you claim,
He
what Native
working.
American pretendian tribe you trying to join.
He definitely working. He's spitting into that camera. Let me put on my white man's glasses and wear my white man Apple Watch.
Eugenics is the extermination of African DNA, period. They don't care if you call it Hebrew. They don't care if you call it Moor. They don't care if you call it Nawapian. They don't care if you call it NOI. They don't care if you call it Pan-African. They don't care. Extermination of the race, brothers and sisters. So today in Highland Park, today is the day we're going to begin our resurrection as a race. I said today we're going to begin our resurrection as a race. Come on out,
Resurrection.
Detroit.
Hey, I wonder what kind of phone he's using. Is that made by the white man who they are trying to destroy us? Interesting.
Get on about that house, Flint, Michigan. Get on about Kalamazoo and Benton Harbor and Ann Arbor. King Kong consciousness is.
You know how far Benton Harbor is from Detroit, bro? Benton Harbor is closer to Chicago than it is to Detroit. Are people really driving over from Benton Harbor to be able to kick it with this dude? Benton Harbor is far. You know how Ann Arbor isn't that far. You can make a drive. You can get there within 45 minutes to get down there or whatever. But that is very far. Benton Harbor and Kalamazoo is very far.
In the building. King Kong consciousness is in Motown, Detroit today. Doors open up at 2 o'clock. Lecture from 3 to 5. Doors open up at 2 o'clock. Lecture from 3 to 5.
Okay.
Doors open up at 2 o'clock. Lecture from 3 to 5.
That's 3 times back to back.
Book signing 5 to 7.
Oh, we selling books now. I got you. Listen, and I'm cool with that. Get your money, fam. Just don't get it under false pretenses. That's all I'm saying.
Can't make the lecture, stop by and get a book. Book signing from 5 to 7. If you can't make the lecture, stop by and get a book. Hit the Cash App for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Oh,
I said hit
God.
the Cash App for the Frederick Douglass Marcus
Oh,
Garvey
God.
Academy. $FDMG School. $FDMG School. $FDMG School.
I wonder, and I need to check with my dog pocket watching with JT. I'm wondering if the reason why he's using this whatever it is, Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass Academy School, Baptist Church, whatever. I'm wondering if he's operating it under the idea that he doesn't have to pay taxes, and I'm just assuming, I'm guessing. Because why wouldn't he just say, hey, hit my personal Cash App, right? Hit me up, donate to the cause, donate to whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm a speaker, support me, whatever, so on and so forth. Why wouldn't he do that? Why would he instead say just hit that? Because I don't understand. They hit him with a cease and desist letter and said that, hey, you can't collect any more charitable donations on behalf of this thing. And so he think that he just gonna skirt the process. But I'm wondering if one of the reasons why he asked to do that is that he can disguise or he can move money without having to subject it to paying the federal government, especially since now that the federal government is monitoring Venmo, Cash App, any transaction over $600. Biden is on y'all. The IRS is on y'all now.
My international Africans, hit your PayPal.
My international Africans.
My international Africans, hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Bring your donations to the Hamilton
FDMG.
Arts Center today.
FDMG. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. FDMG. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Okay.
Bring your donations to the Hamilton Arts Center today, brothers and sisters.
Oh, bring your donations. Okay, I got you.
Negroes running around talking about some cease and desist. Cease and desist what? Cease and desist what? Cease and desist what? Cease and desist the liberation? Never. Cease and desist.
I know. Cease and desist collecting donations under false pretenses, sir. That's what they're saying. They're saying that, yo, we have not seen evidence of this thing within the last 10 years, and we need you to be a little bit more transparent, and we don't want you robbing the people, acting like you giving them value for their money, when in reality you just using it in order to continue to go to the casino and throw it in a slot machine.
The resistance movement? Never. Cease and desist the sacrifice for our unborn children? Hell no. We're not going to cease and desist. We're not going to cease and desist, brothers and sisters.
Spitting.
The struggle will continue until all Africans are free. I said the struggle will continue until all Africans are free. Keep listening to him if you want, brothers and sisters.
Listening to
We
who?
have to do the work for the community.
He is spitting on the camera, bro.
Rosa Parks is here. Make sure you come and pay your respect. Queen Mother Rosa Parks is here. Make sure you come and pay your respect. Everybody in Detroit needs to come and visit the resting place of Rosa Parks. Come and visit the resting
and then come
place
holler at
of
you,
the
right?
mother of the civil rights movement. Come and visit the resting place of one of our greatest female warrior ancestors. Come and see her. Come and pay your respects to Queen Mother Rosa Parks. Now that I've done that. I'm going.
Why do they say it 8 times before they just get to the point? Yo, you making this video longer than it have to be, bro.
Head on over. It's time to get ready to speak. Now that I got the ancestral ashe from Queen Mother Rosa Parks.
What is an ashe?
Now that I got the ancestral ashe from the Queen Mother Rosa Parks.
Hey, somebody give me some insight in the comments on what's the ashe.
Chapel at the Woodlawn Cemetery in Detroit. I gotta go get my meditation on so I can connect with the Most High, so I can speak the speech that need to be spoken to my Detroit Africans today. I need to go and get my meditation on so I can speak the speech that needs to be spoken to my
This guy is good. This guy right here, he is very good. He's good. You good, Umar.
Doors at 2, lecture at 3, book signing at 5. I said doors at 2, lecture at 3, book signing at 5. Hamilton Art Gallery, Highland Park, Detroit, 16065 Hamilton Avenue. Free, no tickets needed. Come as you are, no registration. Come as you are, no coons and no snow bunnies. No coons and no snow bunnies.
I guess I'm not invited. First of all, you know I've been called a coon before because I'm not a part of the black movement. And then the other side of it is that I really do rock with white people. I rock with all people. Shout out to Jesse Lee Peterson. Beta!
No coons.
No coons.
And no snow bunnies.
No snow
Peace
bunnies.
and Pan-Africanism.
Shout out to you. This is probably one of the most, one of the funniest. He don't even know how to stop the camera. Stop the camera, family. Okay. All right. There we go. So, I'm curious to get your thoughts. I think that Umar Johnson is the funniest guy on the internet. I'm not even mad at him. I think that he's hilarious, and I think that his take on some things is probably second to none. I think that he should probably be more of a comedian than he is a person that's trying to run a school. And what gives him the business acumen to be able to run a school anyway? I don't know. So, again, shout out to everybody that supports Dr. Umar Johnson. Yeah, I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. That's my take on it. I'd love to get your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description. If you need personal coaching from me, make sure you tap into my website, AntonDaniels.com, and hit me up from there. I love you. I appreciate you. I gotta go. Peace.